What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to review some of the hard candy makeup that I found from Dollar Tree. Super exciting because hard candy is usually about $5 to $10. Hard candy is an exclusive brand to Walmart, and I have seen some of these products stocked up on the shelf, so that's why I was really surprised to find them at Dollar Tree. Why is there a car honking in the background? You'll see how I create this simple makeup look using these products, so here we go. So let's just get started. Obviously I can't use like all 4 primers that I found. I'm going to be using this green correcting primer as well as this longwear primer, and so let's just check it out and see. This is supposed to correct any redness that you have. I don't have too much redness, but I do have some scarring over here, or like where I scratched my head and it turned into like dry blood. So let's see if it covers it up. I don't know if that's what it's meant for, but let's get into it. By the way, this primer claims to be 12-hour primer. It is night right now, so I'm not going to do a longevity. I'm just going to do a first impressions video. So I could do the longevity some other time. I have like 3 other primers, so I'm obviously going to do videos for those ones as well. So it is brand new. First impression is kind of oily in the packaging. It doesn't have like too bad of a smell, and this is kind of the consistency. It feels really smooth, kind of like the same consistency as lotion. So I'm just going to rub that and then kind of pat it into my skin. And I'm wearing my glasses because I'm like really blind. Sorry, I'm looking at the viewfinder. Also, I will be reviewing the e.l.f. Mint Primer, so stay tuned for that. I don't know, it feels kind of oily, honestly. It's not my personal favorite consistency, just because it feels like it's there. It feels like I rubbed a very light oil on my face, but hey, if it wears off, then I'm fine with that. And then I'm gonna go in with the green one and kind of conceal correct. Always check and make sure that your packaging is closed like this, that it has that protection seal. Mine's popped off. This one's definitely green. Like I said, I don't really have a ton of redness. A little bit on my cheeks. Ooh, that is pigmented. Am I supposed to blend this in? Honestly, I don't color correct that often, so we're just going with the flow. I'm gonna say like that's good, and then I'll just blend it out when I blend out the foundation. So that's it for the priming part. Let's move on to the actual foundation. I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Infallible powder foundation that everybody's been raving about. Let's see if it works. Just for reference, I have combination oily dry skin, so I have dry skin around my forehead and T-zone. Throughout the day it usually gets oily around my cheeks and T-zone, so it's kind of a strange combination, but that's my skin. And this is the powder. I did swatch it before so I could see if it was kind of a close match, and it is. Okay, so that green, it dried down like really matte. Okay, so I grabbed some and okay. Right off the bat, I noticed that the foundation came on really cakey. I don't know if I placed too much product on the actual sponge. Let me try this other side a little bit lighter. It's still pretty chalky. I'm gonna go ahead and open this hydrating primer mist. Let's see if this helps. Coconut water infused. I'm gonna see if maybe applying this before I apply the foundation will help, because I know my skin has been a little bit dry lately, so I don't want to blame the foundation. Someone on my TikTok actually said that some of these primer waters were coming out smelling funky, so let's test it out. I tested out 1 or 2 of the other ones and they were just fine. And you always want to make sure to shake it up. Ooh, I really like this mist. The sprayer isn't too much, like it's just perfect amount. So I'm just grabbing my sponge. I'm not very familiar with powders, to be honest, and this is just looking like a hot mess. I'm applying the foundation over where I applied directly on top of the mist, and it is actually doing a good job. I look a little ghostly. I definitely shouldn't have added that color corrector because, as you can see, it's peeking through the foundation. Oh my god, what happened here? See this? This is a disaster. Okay. Yeah, that green is peeking through and I'm looking like Frankenstein right now, so I'm gonna try to see if I could just rub it away. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do what I just did. Created like some kind of weird formula. Okay, let me zoom y'all in. It created this patchiness. It looks absolutely horrible. I'll be right back. I'm actually going to remove this and we're going to start all over. Okay, so this is going to be a perfect time to review this Bath & Beauty Micellar water. I found it at Dollar Tree this last week, so let's test it out. All in one, no rinsing, no alcohol, no residue. All skin types, even sensitive, are okay to use this. I just grabbed a paper towel because I'm basic like that. Put it on the towel Okay, that's doing a pretty good job. There's the foundation. The hydration spray is actually working. I feel it very, very tacky, especially on my lips. Okay, I just rub all this stuff off and I'll be back. Alright guys, so I removed everything. I don't know what it was, but something ended up balling up and now it's in my hair. It kind of looks like dandruff. I don't know which primer it was or what, so we're gonna redo this. I'm just gonna do a little smaller amount. Okay, just rub it in. Oh, by the way, that micellar water was really good. It did not irritate my skin. Pat it in. This is where I have large pores and on my nose. This is a precautionary. I am gonna go in with the mist. And then let's go in with our foundation. I'm gonna try to pat it in. I just feel like that takes forever. It is covering up pretty well. I think that's going to be the key. You need to have really, really well moisturized skin before applying this. If not, it's going to look very, very splotchy. And patting is the way to go. Those two primers, the primer water and the primer itself, actually did a really, really great job making my skin like sticky. I think that's what's helping this foundation glide on. And like I said, I've been having really, really dry skin. It's probably really not ideal for dry skin. Most of the time powders aren't recommended for dry skin anyways, but because of the hype I decided to splurge. And I also have the Sky High mascara. I went ahead and I finished the rest of my face using that foundation. As you can see, it's very, very matte and very like, whoa, kind of powdery. In person it's a little bit more powdery, I feel like, than what it'll appear to be on camera. On camera it's giving me this airbrush type look. On my nose it did concentrate and it is accentuating a little bit more of my pores. Not too bad, but it is kind of cakey. I know with other foundations throughout the day sometimes, I know sometimes throughout the day it'll like become less cakey and it'll blend in perfectly. I don't know if this will do that. I'm hoping it will, but with the primer and the foundation it does appear that some of my pores kind of disappeared. I can see some, but some of them are like, it does give you that airbrush type look. It's like a very low beauty filter. I'm definitely gonna have to test it out and see how well it lasts. Based off of right now, I do like it. It's not something I would gravitate towards had you told me this was gonna be the result, but it's not horrible. Most of the time I do go for liquid foundations. That's just my staple go-to. Neutrogena, Elf, like I have them all, so I'm not too picky. I do recommend the hard candy primers. So far they did a great job, especially this mist right here, the hydrating one. I picked up another one. This actually reminds me a lot of the Wet n Wild primer water, the cucumber and rose one and the coconut one. I love those, but if it was a little bit more tacky, so there's that. For the foundation, so far the application was a little bit hard, and with the primers it did make it a little bit difficult to distinguish whether it was the foundation doing the splotchiness or if it was the primers. I'm gonna blame the primers in this situation because I did omit the green one and it went on just fine. The sponge might not be the best method of application in terms of just trying to do it really quickly. I'm gonna have to test it out with a brush and see how it differentiates, if anything, so that's gonna come up in the next video. So a lot of people sleep on this concealer, but I love the Almay Stay Matte concealers. They're just incredible. They're creamy enough and they do not crease, and they're like under $4 or $5. Put that in. Ta-da! Next up, I'm going to be doing my brows with this Color Mates Eye Color Pencil. I'm just going to use it for my brows. It came in a pack of 2, and I'm going to be doing a more in-depth review of Dollar Tree makeup that you'll typically be able to find. This hard candy makeup is something that comes out maybe like once in a blue moon at Dollar Tree, but I'm going to test this out for you guys. That's pigmented. It does smell a little bit like lipstick. Can't really smell it from your brow. Like you really have to get close to the pencil to even smell it. These are my brows. I know they're not perfect, but they're merely perfect. Okay. Next up, I'm going to be trying these products out. So these are the Ioni Lashes in the new packaging that came out, at least to my local Dollar Tree. This is in the Wispy Full Dramatic. I own almost, if not all, the lashes, but I've been collecting them since like last year before they even went viral, so don't come at me. And then I also have this new packaging of the Lash Glue from Ioni as well. So I have the pair here. So let's test these out. I've never tried the Lash Glue, so it's quite small. It straight up smells like glue. Is this latex free? Yeah, it is. Okay, fast drying, gentle latex free, long lasting, 100% vegan. That really stinks. If you're sensitive to smells, I do not recommend this Lash Glue. The brush is not as soft or as like bendable as I thought it would be. So it's a little bit of a process trying to put the glue on the actual lash. And the brush is actually pretty tiny, like the bristles. Shoot, I forgot the eyeliner. These are huge. It's still not tacky. That's not as fast as I thought it would be. So I did jump the gun, and before I actually get into the lashes and applying them and all that stuff, I want to talk really quick about the liners. I did end up finding 2 crayon liners. So it's in a green and a bronze. So that's what they look like. And then I also got this Stain Line 12-hour waterproof liner for like the water line. And I also got it in white. It's downstairs. I don't know why I didn't bring it up. Okay, and then I got this matte liner as well. Why is there a helicopter? Just let it pass. Let it pass. Okay. I don't have the most steady of hands, but that liner, okay, that's pretty good. And this does have a little bit of a sheen to it, which I don't really care for. I really like matte liners, but you know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm a lefty, so my left liner will always look better, but this is what they look like. They might be a little bit crooked. I actually wanted to use the copper one. This is actually prettier out of the packaging, so this is what it looks like. That tickles and it's not working. Okay, I definitely got like a dry one. It just crumbled off my hand. That's the color though. This one ain't gonna work. I'm really sad this product is not working. It has so much potential. Let's try out the green, see if it does the same thing. Let's see if it draws it on. Ooh, okay, this one's a little bit less dry. Ooh, and it's kind of like neon-y. The camera's probably not picking it up that well, but this is a nice green. So let's try out this waterproof liner then, see if this works. I finally got it out of the packaging, but look, it's like, I think it might be broken. Let's see if it actually works though. Ooh, it did draw a straight line, as you can see here. I'm struggling to put it on. Oh, it is pretty dry. Honestly, I would just say skip this too. I'll probably do some Halloween designs with it or something. I don't know. Let's do the lashes. Honestly, the makeup at Dollar Tree is like a hit or miss. It just really depends. Honestly, some stuff is kind of sketch. So you just have to use your better judgment to decide whether or not it's something that you'll be able to get some type of benefit out of. This headband, by the way, is from Dollar Tree. I have a burgundy headband that I absolutely love, but it got broken. I get really impatient waiting for eyelashes to dry. These lashes are like crazy long. Alrighty, so these are the lashes. They're looking a little bit dramatic because I do not have eye makeup on right now other than the eyeliner, so they do look really boom in your face. But once you apply eye makeup and stuff, it definitely like diminishes the intensity a little bit. So last but not least, at least for this video, because I will be testing out the sprays and the primers in a separate video, I'm gonna be using this hard candy oil free baking powder. I used something similar to this but from e.l.f. a couple years ago. Absolutely loved it, so I'm kind of hoping it'll be kind of similar to that, so we'll see. I don't know if e.l.f. discontinued that or not, but it had the same pattern. Swirl it in. Oh no, kind of like highlighted my cheek. I think maybe I applied too much. Yeah, I think I went too heavy the first time, so we're good. So this is a look. I do look ghostly right now, but I'm pretty sure it's because of the lighting, and then I added the powder and stuff, but I'm pretty sure it'll like oxidize or whatever. But in person it doesn't look that bad. So if this is the first time that you're tuning in, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, as it helps my video out, and I really appreciate hearing from all of you. So leave a comment down below, let me know what's up, and if you find any of these products